Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is the 26th May 2024. In this video, let us do Bank Nifty top-down analysis with the help of a NeoStock software supply demand zone chain. Even before we get into this analysis, an announcement please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. So at our channel, you click on this community tab, you will get access to this post. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. Just click on this link. I am clicking on this link. Now we get into a playlist called Supply Demand Zone Price Action course. In this playlist, you have all the training lessons. You need to scroll down to the bottom of this page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are available in an order. Please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join in the channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new YouTube video, we will provide an update in the channel. And any other important updates also we will provide in our Telegram channel. Now let's get into the Bank Nifty analysis starting from monthly time frame. So here we have a monthly zone, recently created zone, drop, 2 base candles and a rally candle. And this is the ongoing month candle. Probably this week monthly candle will be completed. So let's look into the Nifty, Bank Nifty monthly supply demand zone chain. So according to this, Bank Nifty monthly trend is uptrend. Of course, quarterly trend and yearly trend, they are also uptrends. And this is the demand zone, monthly demand zone available immediately. Let us draw this zone, drop base rally. So this is the monthly demand zone. Let me change the color to the monthly color. And monthly EMA confluence is also, it is about to get the monthly EMA confluence. And also there is no price over extension. Price over extension is to this demand zone. But to the EMA, there is a little over extension is there. But okay, that is not much considerable. Let me name this zone as monthly demand zone. Okay, now let's move on to the weekly demand zone, weekly time frame. And let us draw the weekly zone with the help of NeoStock supply demand zone chain. I am changing the time frame to weekly and I am generating the weekly supply demand zone chain. Okay, now the weekly zone is generated. Here we have immediately one weekly supply zone is available and also one demand zone is available. And there is one pierced supply zone. We don't bother about the pierced zones. We don't trade on them. And fourth entry is a high liquidity demand zone is also there. But let us draw the immediately available weekly zones. So the first one is a weekly demand zone. Let us draw the weekly demand zone. That is 11.324, 2 base candles. 11.324 is, this is the drop candle. We have 2 base candles and a rally candle. So here we have a weekly zone. So let me change the color to weekly zone color. Weekly demand zone, and let me add the label also. So this weekly zone is having confluence with monthly zone. Interesting. And also this weekly demand zone is having weekly EMA confluence. And what is the trend, weekly trend? Currently it is uptrend. Now we will also draw the weekly supply zone. The lagging candle is on 22 April. After that, one base candle. So this is the leg-in candle. You might be wondering how it is a leg-in candle. You just had the hidden body. If you had the hidden body, this entire thing is a body candle. I mean, this entire thing is body of the candle. That means rally, you have a base and you have a drop. So let us draw the supply zone, changing the color to weekly supply zone. Also, I am going to add the label weekly supply zone. Okay. So currently the price is closed inside the weekly supply zone. This is what you have to observe. But a weekly trend is also uptrend. Now let's move on to the daily time frame. And also let us generate the daily zones. So I'm going back and changing the time frame to daily, and I'm generating the daily supply demand zone chain for Nifty, Bank Nifty. Okay, now the supply demand zone chain is ready, and this daily zone, immediately available zone is high liquidity supply zone, which is already tested once, and we have a demand zone is available. This is already tested twice and holding the prices. So very interesting. We need to check on this zone whether further it will hold. Then probably it could be like a high liquidity zone. So anyway, let us draw immediately available demand zone and supply zones. The first demand zone, immediately available demand zone, it was created on 26th March 2024, one base candle. 26th March. So this is the one. You might be wondering, this is a base candle. But actually you add the hidden body. The moment you add the hidden body, this is like a drop candle. Drop, base, rally with again hidden body. Let us check. See here, this is a DBR, drop, base, rally. So this is the zone we have to draw. This is the daily demand zone. Meanwhile, let me adjust the text, weekly text. Okay. So this is the daily demand zone. And this zone is already tested twice. See, this is the first test and this is the second test. Almost it is close to the zone. So 2 times this stock is, this demand zone is tested. And immediately available supply zone, here we have a drop, base, drop. This is a high liquidity zone, right? Let us check. 3524, one base candle. So this is the candle, 3rd May. So one base candle. So let us draw the zone. This is the daily supply zone. This is the high liquidity supply zone, daily high liquidity supply zone. Currently prices are closed inside daily high liquidity supply zone. And interesting thing is here daily demand zone is having confluence with weekly demand zone. Weekly is having confluence with monthly demand zone. Here we have a weekly demand zone and a daily demand zone. So daily is having confluence with weekly. Now let's move on to the next time frame. Before that, before going to 125, let me check monthly. Have we missed any monthly supply zone? No, there are no monthly supply zones. Good. So I'm changing the time frame to 125 minutes time frame just to check any high liquidity zone is there. Otherwise, our primary focus is on 75 minutes. So in 125 minutes time frame, we have immediately one high liquidity supply zone is available. It was created on 22nd May 9:15. This is 22nd May 9:15. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the daily time frame. Let me change the time frame to 125 minutes. That's why I'm wondering where is this candle is missing. 22nd May 9:15. This is the drop, base, and this is the rally candle at 13:25. So this is the high liquidity zone, but actually these orders are picked up from this zone. We have a drop, base, rally, again drop, base, rally. Even though this is a high liquidity, but this is the origin. This is the origin behind this entire move. So this is 125 minutes demand zone. When this was created on 13th May, let us check this is the demand zone, 13th May. Actually, these are all LOTL zones, drop, base, rally. And this is the one responsible. See, last week we have seen it picked up the orders and gave very good move. This is the intraday move. Intraday it gave nearly around, it picked up the orders from here. We have a fine-tuned zone here. Last week we have seen. From here it picked up the orders. Nearly 800 points move it has given during the intraday. After that, see the rally. Whoever has taken a DIT trade or WIT trade, they would have got a very good profit by carrying these positions. That is the power of these fine-tuning the zones. So this is a drop-based drop. I am not giving importance because last week we have seen, we have analyzed this zone. There was no order flow. The order flow is from this area only. So time being, I am focusing only on this zone. Probably this could be the high liquidity area. Maybe our software is not yet recognized this as a high liquidity zone. Why I am saying? Because from here the new zones are getting created. That way this could be a high liquidity area. That is my confidence level. Anyway, this is a 125 minutes demand zone. But here our concentration is not 125. Here 75 is also there. We will focus on that. So I am changing the time frame to 75 minutes because this is the one actually giving us good results, 75 minute zones. Here also let me change the time frame. This rally, base, rally. This is the one actually having the real order flow. So it is having a immediately available demand zone. The first, this is a high liquidity demand zone, fresh zone, recently created. 23rd May 9:15, one base candle. 23rd 9:15, 23rd May, this is the 9:15 base rally. This is a high liquidity demand zone. This is the 75 minutes. High liquidity demand zone. Probably this coming week, this zone might be playing the important role, in case if there is a retracement. If bullishness continues, if this daily high liquidity supply zone and the weekly zone, if they are violated, Bank Nifty also will reach to a new all-time high. But before reaching a new all-time high, if there is any retracement, definitely it will give us a good trade. And also we should remember, because this is the election season, definitely you see a lot of volatility in the market. We have one more, I think we have 26th, right? We have one more week to complete the last phase of the elections. And after that, 4th May, we will be getting results. Till that time, you see some volatility in the market. So this is the immediately available, but within that zone, 16th May, 11:45. We have anything 13th May? 16th May, 11:45. This is the one. A ERC candle. After that, we have a base candle. So I am deleting this 125 minutes demand zone to avoid the ambiguity. This is the one. Last time we have drawn this zone. We have fine-tuned this zone. From here it picked up the orders from the fine-tuned 5-minute zone inside this. This is a normal demand zone only, but fine-tuned demand zone. And this 75 minutes demand zone gave a very big move. That's why I'm saying any DIT traders or WIT traders would have got a very good profit. There is one more 75 minutes demand zone if bullishness continues. But if first demand zone is violated, trend will be changed to sideways. There is 22, 9, 15, 3 base candles. This is the one. But this is a LOTL zone, part of this 75 minutes zone only. That's why we are not giving importance to this zone. Because this is the area the real order flow is there. Okay, now let's move on to the next time frame. 25 minutes only to check high liquidity zones, if any. But have we drawn any supply zones? Oh God. 75 minutes, we drawn only demand zones. Supply zones we didn't draw. So let us complete that 75 minutes supply zones. In 75 minutes, we have only demand zones only. There are no 75 minute supply zones. No valid 75 minute supply zones. Because there is no proper login, software did not identify. But what we can do, maybe we can compromise and we can draw the zones within this area. Anyway, 75 minutes point of view, there are no high liquidity, but 125 minutes there was a supply zone. Because last week from this zone only we picked up some orders. Because 125 minutes can have 34, 13, 25. 125 minutes. 6th May there was a, but this one is pierced, drop, base, drop. This one 125 minute zone is pierced. So that means there is no fine-tuned zones here, proper fine-tuned. but there is one 125 minutes normal supply zone is there. So anyway, let's go to 25 minutes time frame. So here also I am changing the time frame to 25 minutes, generating the chain. Here we have one high liquidity supply zone is there in 25 minutes time frame, and immediately one high liquidity demand zone is also there, already tested. Let us draw both. 16:5, 13 hours, 2 base candles. So this is the one. Drop base rally. There was a 25 minutes high liquidity. The same 75 minutes demand zone is also a 25 minutes high liquidity demand zone. All these are all the reasons behind the success of this particular trade. This is not only 75 minutes demand zone, it is also 25 minutes high liquidity demand zone. 16th May, 13 hours. This is what? 16th May, 13 hours. And here we have a high liquidity supply zone is available. This is on 34, 1350, 1 base candle. So this is the one. 34, 1350. So this is a 25 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Let me draw this zone. This is the 25 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Oops. So this is the one important zone we should, if this is having a fine-tuned 5-minute zone, definitely it will give us a one good short trade opportunity, at least one. Multiple also it may give. And also it is exactly at the edge of weekly supply zone. So institutions nicely kept some order flow here. But really the order flow is there or not, we know in the 5 minutes time frame if it is having a fine-tuned zone. Otherwise this zone will be violated. So this is about 25. Now we move on to the 15 minutes time frame, generating the chain. Here also I am changing the time frame to 15 minutes. So 15 minutes we have two high liquidity supply zones are there. Here we have one high liquidity demand zone is also there. 23rd, 9:45, 1 base candle. This is the one, rally, base, rally. Just below the 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone, institutions kept this order flow. Maybe this could be a bear trap. This is the 15 minutes high liquidity demand zone. And then we have below that we have some low priority high liquidity demand zones. You please draw them. I am showing you this list. You please draw them on your charts, and also immediately available demand zone is also there. If currently Nifty is uptrend, 15 minutes zone. If anybody wants to take a intraday bullish trade setup on the 5-minute zone, this demand zone plays the major role. Why it plays the major role? If this demand zone is violated, trend will be changed to sideways. That's why you please draw these zones in our charts. Or in this zone, any fine-tuned 5-minute zone is there. If prices comes into this area, probably you may get a bullish trade setup, trade opportunity. That possibility is also there. I am not drawing them. I am currently focusing only high liquidity zones. But you have to draw these zones, because I am showing you this entire chain. Because you have to plan bullish trade setups on your trade plans. Okay, now we have two high liquidity supply zones. Let me draw both. The first one is on 3rd May, and it is having one base candle. 3rd May 9:30. Third May 9:30 means somewhere here. Yeah, we have a drop, base, drop. Very interesting. Why it is interesting? Because it is above daily high liquidity supply zone. This might be a bull trap. There is a possibility it could be a bull trap. But we are in 15 minutes time frame. This could be a 15 minutes trap. That possibility is there. This is the supply zone. This is the 15 minutes. High liquidity supply zone. And you have one more 34 14 hours 2 base candles. This is the one. So that means this the same zone we can treat as a 25 minutes high liquidity supply zone and also 15 minutes high liquidity supply zone. But 15 minutes also includes the next candle, because this is not a leg out, this is a leg candle. So leg candle is also part of the base. So this is an excellent leg out. So this is about 15 minutes time frame. So this is the 15 minutes might be acting as a trap to this is 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Now let's look into the final time frame, 5 minutes time frame. So I'm going back, changing the time frame to 5 minutes, and I'm generating the supply demand zone chain. In the chart also I'm changing the time frame to 5 minutes. Okay, now the zones are generated. We have few high liquidity, one high liquidity supply zone is there and already tested 3 times. And also we have one high liquidity demand zone is available, and this is the immediately available, tested 2 times and 12 rejections from this zone. First let us draw. We have so many other demand zones are there. There are few of them are already tested, and here one more high liquidity demand zone, this is created. Let us draw these 2 high liquidity demand zones, but normal demand zones you please draw them. And we have one high liquidity supply zone, but you please draw the remaining supply zones so that you will get a clarity. The 7th one, 23rd May at 15:05. After that 4 base candles. May 15:05. So this is the rally 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and a leg out. That means the zone will be like this. This is a very big zone. Because the leg out, low of the leg out we need to consider. This is the 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Within this 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone, new zones are getting created. See, drop, base, rally. Again, see, drop, base, rally. Again here, the rally candle is not good. So same area, it is keep on creating new zones. All these are all LOTL zones, drop, base, rally. This drop, base, rally, they are all LOTL. Or you can consider this as a ERC leg-in, 2 base candles and rally. So this is a new zone. So this is the 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone. And we have at 12th also we have already tested once. This is a 23.5 at 10.10 one base candle. 23 May 10.10. This is the one. We have a rally, base rally. This is acted as a bridge between this 75-minute zone and this 15-minute zone. From this 15-minute zone, orders are, from this 5-minute zone, orders are picked up and this 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone was created. That's why it is having a strong order flow. This is a 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone. See, this is a newly created 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone is having a lot of strong support is there from the institutions. They created a 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone. From there 75 minutes HLQ zone is created. And this 15 minute zone is also having drop, base, rally. Maybe some order flow is there again here, fine tuned zone. And on the top of that rally, base, rally, this is again a 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone. All these points are very interesting. This is indicating here we have a strong order flow. It is not easy to break. Lot of supply is required to break this. Okay, then what about supply zones? We have only one high liquidity supply zone is available, already tested 3 times, but there are few supply zones are created. They will be useful for you. Probably any trend is changed. 15 minutes trend currently is uptrend. Bullish trade setup. In case trend is changed, these supply zones will be helpful to you. Either sideways trade setup or bearish trade setup. But I am drawing only high liquidity zone. There you will be having a strong resistance. So when it was created on 3rd May 10.10, one base candle. So somewhere here. Third May 10.10. This is the 10.5. This is the one. Look into this supply zone, this 5 minutes high liquidity supply zone. This is the responsible for the creation of this entire daily high liquidity supply zone. That means in this area there will be a strong order flow. Maybe tomorrow, if prices Nifty is going up, somewhere here we will get a very good short trade opportunity. So let me draw the 5 minute, let me name this zone. This is the 5 minutes high liquidity supply zone. So this is the immediately available opportunity. And is there any fine-tuned zone here? In the 15-minute zone? Yes. We have a drop, 3 base candles and a drop. So this is the way you will be having a fine-tuned 5-minute zone. This is a fine-tuned. Just we are confirming it is the high liquidity, 15 minutes high liquidity zone is having strong order flow. What about here? Do we have any fine-tuned zones here? Yes. We have a rally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles, but this is also included part of the base only, because this is a medium size candle. This is the actual leg out. That way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means this entire zone will be treated as a 5 minutes fine-tuned zone. Or you can compromise and you can drop to here. You can treat this as a leg out and follow through candle, and this is the leg in candle. Okay, now you can fine tune this zone. Now let's look into the final picture. So I am moving on to the 15 minutes time frame, and let us look into the overall picture from 15 minutes point of view. So here you have a fine-tuned high liquidity zone. Below you have 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone, and traps are there. The immediately available 5 minutes high liquidity supply zone, this is the one. If tomorrow with a huge gap up, if this is violated, that is a different story. But otherwise, here you may get a trade opportunity in this 5 minutes high liquidity supply zone. If this is violated, above this we have a trap, a 15 minutes a 15 minutes bull trap, which is having a fine-tuned 5 minutes demand zone, supply zone. We have a fine-tuned 5 minute supply zone. So one of these zones we get a very good trade opportunity. If the bullishness continues in the market in a huge way, definitely all these zones will be violated and market will reach an all-time high. So for our immediate tomorrow's trading point of view, we have some trade opportunities either in this zone or the one above, that is the trap, bull trap. And tomorrow's bullish trade setup continues. If prices retraces to this 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone, we get a good long trade opportunity. So that means immediately you have a range is available, trading range is available. Let us find how many points range. I am drawing from distal line to distal line. This is the D to D range, distal line to distal line. So approximately 640 points range is there, distal line to distal line. But the trading range, definitely you may get a 500 points trading range you may get from here to here. Suppose if this demand zone is violated, probably you may get a range like this. The next range is from here to here. Because here you have a trap. Bull trap is there. If supply is strong, that is what happens. Either from here or from here, you get a strong move you will see. If demand is very strong, probably you may see a range from here to here. That possibility is also there. This is another 1000 points range. So these are the different possibilities for the ranges point of view. Okay, we will take a break here. Hope this analysis will be useful to you. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.